Okay, so we know that the wrath of God comes upon the children of disobedience. So I'm in Colossians, and you're saying, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanliness, or inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things' sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience. So there's disobedience to God. You have to be obedient to God. If you're breaking the Ten Commandments, you're having pleasure in unrighteousness. You're being disobedient. And he goes on to tell you, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons. And if you go to 1 Peter, they tell you, and if you call on the Father, who without respect of persons judgeth according to every man's work. So what's the characteristics of God, of the Father? That who without respect of persons, he's going to judge every man according to his work. So they're warning you, that he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons. And it also goes on to tell you to have charity. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And charity is, charity is not giving your goods to the poor, or feeding people, or giving your money to the poor. If you go to 1 Corinthians 13, and though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profit me nothing. So to us, charity is giving your goods to the poor. But charity in the Bible is agape love, which is rebuking sin. So it's telling you, of all the things, put on charity. Put on, rebuke your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Rebuke them. That is what loving your neighbor is yourself. Putting on charity and rebuking them. And it tells you, let your speech be always with grace, conviction. So when you rebuke someone, when you preach the word of God, your speech has to have conviction. You have to convict them that they're in sin and that they're in error. Let your speech always with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer every man. So, this is part of your charity, which is rebuking them. But when you rebuke them, have grace, have conviction in your speech, and have it be with salt, which means to let it burn, let it sting a little. And they tell you in Matthew 5:13, you are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost a savior, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. So if you can't speak with salt anymore to convict people to turn from their sin, then you're good for nothing. You're good for nothing. You're trodden underfoot. You're not doing your job. And that's where the Christian church has gone absolutely apostate, is that they don't convict anybody of their sin anymore. They let people feel good in their sin. To each his own. Do as thy will. Just trust Jesus, which is the name of Baal. The Messiah's name is Yeshua. So